Not a good look, Chris.
We're live. Welcome in,
Not
everybody.
a good look for you.
Yeah. Very incriminating.
Not a good look, Chris.
Look at that.
2 minutes late.
Me?
It says right there, 2 minutes late.
Dude.
Hello
That's crazy.
from France. Kelgarth, how you doing?
Hello.
Welcome in, everybody. We got Chuck, Jimbo, Sarcastic Grandpa, Ghost Hunter, Twisty
Jimbo.
Farm. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
We're doing some
Hi, guys.
some Warmachine.
Ah,
right?
mother.
Jason,
Yeah.
this is actually a cool model.
Yeah.
Is there any skin on this guy? Or is it all biomechanical?
Is he trying to set me off?
Oh, is that as actually like not a good question?
I think
I'm
he's
sorry.
trying to set me off. Chad.
No, I'm not. What's going on? Sega back.
That's the only problem with these. They're
Ghost Hunter.
at face value, they're very good-looking models, and then when
Yeah.
you start painting them, they are not painterly at all. I went on a
Interesting.
rant last week where people should lose their jobs for this.
Oh boy, that's not good.
It's the typical way too many rivets, and then it's
Oh,
like
no.
I don't even know what all this stuff is.
Sure.
It's flesh, and then I think there's like leather wraps, and then the flesh turns into hard armor, and then I don't know. I have no idea, dude. It's silliness, pure unadulterated
Pure,
silliness.
unadulterated silliness.
Silliness, just pure silliness.
Oh man.
4 cameras. 5 cameras, technically.
Technically, we have 5 cameras.
Yeah.
In studio. Wad, Droth, Jimmy the Saint, Sarcastic Grandpa, Sugar Rush, Ghost Hunter. Yes, we are also live on TikTok as well.
What?
We have joined
Tic Tac?
TikTok raids.
That's what the kids do.
Jen says hello
Tick,
from TikTok.
tick, tick.
Jen, hello. Welcome in, everybody. We
Tic Tac. That's where the kids hang out.
Jen is
See,
gonna be
Jen's over there.
Jen's over there.
Jen hangs out on the Tic Tacs.
That's right. Wad, what's going on, Kenneth? I got my hands on a bottle of Amp Colors Payne's Gray Wash. Does it need to be diluted a lot to build it up as an actual wash?
No, I mean, you can dilute it, but it also works good just as an overall wash on its own.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, Jason has been enjoying Warmachine. You were mentioning that today, Jason, in our meeting.
Yeah.
You play games now.
I'm officially a gamer. I'm gaming.
This is gaming.
I was gaming. I played this guy on Friday night. I played Philip.
That's right. Philip just said on TikTok. Live on TikTok, says
Tic
Philip.
Tac.
That's right, Philip.
Philip's on Tic Tac.
Gilborn, I forgot to clean out my airbrush when I used it. Oh, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, trust me, we've done that. We have one sitting here where I did
Oh,
that.
no.
Pain in the butt.
I'll deal
Yikes,
with
I'm
that
so
one
sorry.
later.
The Grand Deceiver says, can you advise me on the pros and cons of combining acrylic inks with various pro acryl paints? Interesting question.
We don't use acrylic inks. We use our transparent paints. The reason I made the transparent paints was to take the place of acrylic inks. A lot of people use them. They have some neat colors. They can be very vibrant. Our transparent paints take the place of it because acrylic inks typically don't have a good enough resin to really match with the paints very well. It doesn't mean you can't use them. Feel free.
Yeah.
But mixing them is usually not a problem. Inks do have a different sheen to them, so when mixing them with standard pro acryl, they may upset the matte finish and turn you into more of a satin paint. So be aware of that.
Gotcha.
But overall, in a pretty good sense, they're easy to manipulate.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes.
I painted with inks for years and always went through the problems of their sheen and not being matte and the resin re-wetting because they don't really lock into hard surfaces. Even though they're called acrylic inks, their bulk of them and their formulations are still built for porous surfaces like canvas work or paper or photoing, like photo touch-up. And so they're not really great for painting on solid surfaces where you're going to be handling the model. So that's the reason why I'm not big on them. And the transparent paints being single pigment, high saturation colors, kind of have taken the place for any sort of need for inks.
Yeah.
In my workflow, I don't ever find a need for them.
The Grand Deceiver says, thanks for taking my question. That's super helpful. Ogre said, hello. Wanted to say I'm enjoying the special sauce. I made some dark ivory one step and put on my death guard over dark purple and red oxide. Love that combo.
Nice.
I think I get a little heavy on the ivory, but I'm getting some nice brushing cord. Nice. That's great. Ogre, always glad to hear success when you use our stuff. Chuck says, in today's episode of Adventures in Machine Shops, I was trying to explain Gen-Gon to the guys on the team I taught to paint a few months ago. Showed them a video of the mobs swarming into the exhibit hall, and they both noped themselves out of ever going to the show. Chuck, Gen-Con's a beast, is from what I've heard. From what I've heard.
Is too much.
Double T, yes. Gabe is putting together a Blood Bowl team.
I am. Is that Blood Bowl?
That is Blood Bowl.
Yes.
Avian, what's going on?
Are you putting together Blood Bowl for yourself?
Ken,
I am.
what's up?
I bought
From
the
TikTok.
Bretonian team.
Bretonians.
Britannia.
Yeah, they're fun. They're new models. I didn't realize that Philip had already bought the box too, so we'll have some rival,
Right.
hometown rivals, which will be fun. But they're really fun. I like them a lot. There's one of these guys has a deer head on his helmet.
Yeah.
That's got
It's
little
very interesting.
ornaments and bells hanging from it. There's one with a unicorn head ornament. And then there's one that's a snail head ornament.
There's a snail.
There is. It's a rabbit
It's
riding a
actually
snail with a
Birdo
jousting
models.
pole.
Interesting.
They're very
Yes, I
fun.
got a new convert. Yes. No, Gabe's been playing, and yes, I saw the announcement for the new Blood Bowl stuff. I think those definitely models are needed upgrades, and anybody can use them, right? Plus, they announced sevens, so I'm excited for that. The mini skirmish game for Blood Bowl.
I love Blood Bowl, but Christopher has taken the time to curate some really good teams, and I'm still just been playing
Oh, mine's really...
my Black Orcs from the second season starter box,
Yeah.
and he kicks my butt every time, and so it's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to get a different team and try them instead.
Plus, those models are just insane. Kenneth the Red, welcome in, my man. Vince Ventrella recently did a video where he added some alcohol to acrylic paints to get it to act more like an enamel wash with capillary action. Will that work in a similar way with PA transparents? I want to use it as recesses, but my hands shake, and although my brush control has improved, it is still not the best.
Yeah.
Just adding alcohol to it? Interesting.
Yeah, realize that you'll break the resin again with adding a different solvent, but you'll need to varnish over the top of it most likely. But if you're using it as the way you're talking about it, then that's pretty much par for the course in that workflow anyway. So again, not something that I do, but definitely doable.
Yes. And just wanted to also let you all know, I see a bunch of you over on TikTok. We are
Hello,
adding
Tic Tac.
this platform as well. People were asking why. We want to make sure you have access to us on whatever platform you choose. That is our biggest reason for reaching out to all of these. So that is why. So we're figuring out the layouts and all of that. So yeah, enjoy. Nothing will change.
No, just adding more.
That's right.
I'm actually excited about it. I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok, but I know a ton of people that do. And
Yeah.
Even Jen. And Jen has a lot of stuff that she finds on there that's really good. I have always been just a lazy YouTuber.
Yeah.
And of course, we've streamed on Twitch for 10 plus years. Actually, 14 years all total.
Yeah.
But painting for 10 years. And now that the other platforms have kind of broadened out and are doing more live streaming stuff, I think it's great to give it a shot, see how it works.
Yes. Make
So
sure.
here we are doing
And
the
yes,
thing.
make sure on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok, make sure you at us so that I see your question. I've got a couple different chats going on, so I want to make sure that we get to your question. Here it is, Chaos Angel. How would you paint a pearl to make that pearlescent look? Could you undercoat it with different colors and then put transparent over it? Making pearlescence pearl.
Yeah, 100%. And you've kind of nailed it, right? It's that paint, that underpainting with, a rainbow of colors, really, to get that feel. It's similar to what we do when I paint wings, right? And so you get that pearlescence here. I think this does a good job of it, where you've got the idea of white wings, But because I've underpainted it in dark purples, turquoises, you can see some pinks in there, yellows, things like that, then it looks like that almost mother of pearl feel. And this was done by painting the dark purple, the turquoise, the pink, and the yellow on the wings first, and then white transparent layered up over the top of it until it got to the point where I could see as much or as little of the other colors as I wanted to. And, you know, same in the shadow side and all that. Good look up there on the shadow side with the pinks and such. So, same thing.
Cool. Ghost Hunter says, how do I know which part of that mini is metal and which part is organic?
Are you trying?
Okay.
I know where you live.
What's up with that,
I
Jason?
will come visit
Were you
late.
Were you not happy?
When you're not expecting it.
Was he not happy about this? Is that what I'm getting at?
I went on a rant. They don't want the rant
you
again.
Did. Okay, I'm sorry.
They don't want the rant again. This is one of the hardest armies I have ever sat down to try to pick a color scheme for.
Because half of it is skin, half of it's robot.
No, if it was half skin, half robot, and you could tell the difference, it would be easy.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
okay, I think
The problem is that particular parts of these models, I'm going to go on the rant. He started it. Oh, my God. Why did I let this happen?
Oh, my heavens.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to paint.
No, it's okay.
I'm just going to paint.
Ghost Hunter, you're fired. You're canceled.
That was
The problem is, unlike other things that I would find like this that I would just set over to the side and never touch again, I really like these models.
Right.
I like the overall visual of them. I really want to have the army finished. I want to put them on the table and play like I already played them on Friday. I'm really psyched about it. But holy, like,
they are very
this is why I
looking.
said everybody that sculpts for the miniature world should be required to paint horrible sculpts for a year before they are allowed to make money sculpting for miniatures.
You just put paint on the model, Jason says Commando can. Yes. Technically, you are correct.
And these are not horrible sculpts because they look bad. I want to get that out there because this is a great looking model.
Right.
The pose is great, right? Everything about it is great. But you can't tell what's what.
Avian says, since two of the three, who knows, maybe Jabe does orcs, do you have any suggestions on how to paint orc vehicles as if a grot has painted it? Okay. Orc vehicles, Jason, what's your recommendation for painting them? Messy and rusty.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
say.
you know, when somebody says like a grot painted them, that is very offensive to grots.
Oh.
What if the grot is like Da Vinci and is like an amazing painter, like Sistine Chapel grot painting? I don't understand what you're talking about. No, I feel like doing it to where it feels almost like hand painted could be really cool. We've talked about that in terms of, you know, like how do you accent something and make it look like it was painted on with, say, you know, a hand brush, you know, as opposed to, you know, nice coloring. And I think that adding some texture and being unafraid with your own brush strokes to let those brush strokes show is probably the best and foremost way to pull that off. And, you know, so maybe that would be the time to paint the vehicles with like a BAB or something.
Yeah.
Right? As opposed to, I'm always like with vehicles, we airbrush vehicles. That's the law. Right? You don't paint vehicles with a standard hand brush for base coats because it looks messy. But with orcs, they're one of those that you can kind of get away with that. There's no reason not to. They allow you a little bit of messiness, a little bit of playfulness and whimsy in it. And if you wanted to, again, like with the grot thing, you know, make it look like it was just kind of slopped on while their masters were yelling at them, then I think that that's probably the way. Don't be afraid to just grab your brush, pick it up, and start slopping paint.
You definitely feel like
for it.
I imagine a grot
ahead.
using a flat brush rather than a round brush.
Try to detect it. It's not too late
A flat brush, Gabe?
to whip it.
You know,
Why
like
is
a
that?
house
Whip it
brush.
good.
Rock, here is you were asking about our texture paste. Go check that one out. We did a really cool little short using that. Plus, Jason's been using his recently to paint his towel, but check that video out. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about.
Correct that whip.
Jason, you're not allowed to sing.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Jason,
Give the pack a slip.
no free pub.
Step on the crack.
YouTube, don't listen to him. Blah, blah,
Breaking
blah,
my
blah,
back.
blah. We do that for legal purposes. Jason can sing. We just have to
Scorcher says most of my painting looks like a grot did it. There you go. You
Oh,
found your style.
Scorcher,
Just paint orcs.
don't
You'll
talk
be
about
like
my
the
friend
hero of the orc nation.
the
right?
Orc Nation, dude.
He's like,
There's
look at my grandeur.
a lot of people are painting orcs right now. What's the matter with you, Gabe, over there? All of you are probably wondering why Gabe's here today.
I
A
quit.
wild
I'm
Jabe,
wondering why Gabe's
a wild
here today.
Jabe has appeared. One second. I've got a noise for that, too.
Jabe wanted a hobby today.
I'm wondering why Gabe's here.
Hey,
Jabe-
you're
Jabe
never
got-
too late.
Jabe got
Gabe
the
came
hobby
in
bug.
and said, I don't feel like doing anything today. Can I just hobby like you do, Dad? That's what he said.
Kinda.
You did. You were at the show, and shout out to Green Banner. We had a great time at the show.
We
this
did.
Weekend.
It was very
Over
fun.
at Westworld, it was really fun.
It was fun.
I
It was-
love being able to. It's I don't.
Their
play-
tournaments have a good vibe to them.
Yes.
Everybody's having a good time. As Jen and I walked around, there wasn't anybody struggling. Everybody was having a good time playing with one another. And
Yeah,
I think, we walked around at like the end of a round, so there wasn't like a whole lot of stuff going on, but it was really cool. I'm a fan. Green Banner throws a really, really good
Oh my gosh,
miniature
yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
Rocco says, I just entered Richard Gray's Rotspot competition, my first major competition. Just want to say thank you for
Awesome.
all the advice you give. It helped me get to this point in the hobby. Rocco, my man.
That's amazing. Thank you for tuning in, and glad we could have some part of influencing, inspiring, whatever it is.
Where's my finger?
It's on your hand.
You check up your butt?
Oh, Gabe.
Gross. God, come on, man. This is a business. Speaking of business, welcome in, everybody. Oh, put it on your calendars.
For all of you that may be joining us for the first time from TikTok,
Welcome in.
hi, I'm Jason. I paint
Our-
the things while Christopher, our
Yes.
93-year-old Walmart
Hi.
welcoming producer,
Yes.
uh,
93?
says hi to everybody. Well, you said you were 93.
I am
according
93.
To according to his Spotify profile.
And that's actually government law now.
No, that's not how that
Is
works.
that whenever that age it gives you
Yeah.
is the age it gives you.
He has
And,
name change
yes,
of the government.
This Friday, put on your calendars right now. We're having our big celebration bash for 10 years. I'm saying that to you immediately. Put it on your calendars. But you should be here anyway. So from 2 to 4 p.m. every day. We're going to have a big, fun, win-win time thing.
Fun, win-win time.
That's going to be great.
Win-win, fun.
So make sure you're here Friday. And guess what? Make sure you're here for the rest of time, by the way.
So what exactly are you thinking you're going to give away on Friday?
I think Jason's going to
Baby J.
be...
We're giving away Baby J?
Finally, a lot of people have been requesting that. What does that mean to give Baby J away? Is it like a day with him? Hey, a solid day with a Baby J will keep the doctor away. Thank
Oh,
you.
God.
This episode is brought to you by Dr. Seuss.
Oh, God.
How's your experience going over there, Gabe? You're building some Blood Bowl?
I am, and this glue is
Bilbo.
got some character.
Some gnurs on it. Can we win a day with Gabe, says TK421.
Sure.
No.
Is that winning?
Oh,
You can
my.
come hang out with me.
That was a tough one. Let's go. Celebration. It's on my birthday, Chris. You shouldn't have. Hey, Sasquatch Paints. I'm always looking out for all of you beautiful people out
Hey,
there.
Gabe, can you do us a favor?
I can do a
Can you
favor.
help us understand what it was that Chris fell down on in his friendship duties with regard to the pizza this weekend?
Oh, shoot. That's false. None of
Pizza?
that. No. I don't know what he's talking about.
So,
I made a pizza for Gabe.
I slaved away for like 8 hours
At the show. We were at the show.
And
Mind you, I was at the convention all week, Friday, Saturday,
not true.
and Sunday.
I can vouch that was not true. And so me and my wife went over to Christopher's house, and my wife was like, I hope that Chris and his family have enough food for you, because I had not eaten at all that day, and I was
Oh,
hungry.
no.
And I said,
Horrible.
they're Italian. They're going to have so much food. It's going to be fine. Chris probably made like 6 pizzas. And we get there, and Chris did not make 6 pizzas.
I didn't make 6 pizzas.
They were 3 pizzas.
They were good sized pizzas.
They were good
I should
size.
have made 4.
I could have eaten a whole pizza.
I should have made 4.
There were 6 of us, and I could have eaten a whole one. I think I may have. But I think everyone else knew I was so hungry.
I should have made more.
So Chris should have made more pizza. And one of those pizzas was incredible. The one that you put together was great. One my wife put together, I don't know.
Wow.
Mamma mia. Thank you, Wad. I'm deleting this from the archives just so that the beautiful country of Italy.
If you ever are
get
invited by Christopher to come have dinner, just make sure you ask him, will there be enough food? So that he properly, because
you have to vet the experience, is what you're saying.
Chris is usually not on top of that stuff, so you just gotta.
When does it all end?
Was that like two-fisting the
Whoa
the noise machines? What was that?
When does it all end?
Dang.
When does what all end?
This
to Christopher's credit and to my disappointment, Chris is usually the one who has way too much food that he's made. And so I was ready to just pig out.
Oh,
and I could
really,
not.
I've really let you down.
I couldn't, and it was great pizza.
I wish I could be joking right now.
That
but
pizza was incredible, and I wanted more of it.
It was my test bed for when I open up Monument Hobbies Pizza Company.
Have you spoken to Monument Hobbies about this?
Well, I figured that we could attach it to Fetty Willie's Willy McChili or Feta Willie's Wetty.
Okay, chat, hear me out. Hear me out. Slick Willie's.
Slick Willie, baby.
Feta chili.
Now serving Masucci pizza.
Masucci pizza.
Jason, is that Bolt Titanium White?
No.
Old Gamer says, I use PA dark.
What color is it?
I've got to get
It's not white. What is it?
I answered your question.
It's not white.
It's not white. Chat, tell him what color this is.
Old Gamer says, I used the PA Dark Magenta for the first time. It feels like a wash. Is it very translucent? Does it supposed to do that? Or what do you advise to use it?
Bright Ivory?
Dark Magenta. It is Bright Ivory, I think.
It's not Eclectic Salmon or Faded Plum.
No, this is Pale Pink.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh,
I'm not lying to you.
Pale Pink.
This is Pale Pink. It does. Gabe's favorite color.
Guys.
It's a rare...
I need everybody to go buy a bottle of Pale Pink right now.
What's up, Jade? That's why you guys need to... Rattlecan says, that's what you guys need to do instead of sell the building.
My life literally depends on it.
So,
what do you use Dark Magenta for, Jason? Is it
tons of stuff? Dark Magenta is a more translucent color because here it comes. The Queen of Magenta pigment that we use.
Yeah, you said that right.
Is
no, yeah, it was perfectly sound.
Is very transparent. So it feels more like a transparent paint. It doesn't feel like a wash because it doesn't act like a wash. It stays where you put it like a normal paint does.
Yeah.
But that it is a single pigment magenta, and the pigment itself is very translucent. So it is a very great color with regards to doing glazes. And very simple filters over flesh for like the flush areas of skin around the cheeks and temples and ears. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fantastic for all that. So,
Jason, people want to know what it's how you actually pronounce that color.
They don't. You do.
No, I'm literally seeing it.
I'm not going to do it because you come in and butcher it.
Cuidado.
Oh my gosh. When we were tearing down the booth, he was in charge of taking all the paint off of the paint rack, and that was a major mistake on my part.
What are you talking about? I did a perfectly amazing sound job.
You did great.
Thank you.
But
no, I didn't. You know what? No, I didn't. I literally rebuilt these boxes. Shout out to Mally. Mally, I don't know if you're still up, but those boxes you packed from Adepticon were A, horrific, B, needed major operations, and C, we love you, Mally. But those boxes were horrible.
Credit to Mally is that he actually got
Credit to Mally, though. He somehow finagled all that stuff in there. I spent more time rebuilding the box for Gabe's Gen Con just to find out I missed 2 racks to put in there.
And the header.
So
he's like, these are packed to the brim, and forgot 3 pieces.
Like, there's no way. There's no way. Lumberjack, what's going on, man? Belial, are you airbrush primers polyurethane or just pure acrylic primers? Great question, Belial.
Polyurethane.
I think it's a water.
I swear.
Oh my gosh.
I swear, Chet. I don't even know what to do with this guy.
I'm so sorry.
You're not sorry.
It's fluent French.
That's the problem, is that you're not sorry.
Jason, he came up with
You
other.
did this on purpose.
He came up with more names for the other ones too.
I was cracking my... It was ridiculous. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. Can't start those fires. I'm filling my water, chat. Hey, speaking of filling your cup, we're hoping that you're enjoying your day with some beautiful hobby content. We got Gabe over there building. Jason is building a dragon.
He's not
robot?
building. He's not building.
I'm sorry.
This is
Painting?
called painting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Painting is the part that happens after you build.
You were talking
then you
about...
paint, and then you play, Chris.
Now, Jason, on
Sir,
a
yes,
real
sir.
note, how many models do you need to play Warmachine? How many models do I need? Can you have a small force?
So Philip and I played what is called I think they call it Command League. It's 30 points. It was, for me, it was this guy is my leader. It was these three lovely ladies, this guy, and this
Lovely
guy.
lady.
So it was 6 models.
Yeah.
6 models.
6 models.
Whoa.
Lumberjack,
7.
I've missed you.
So
I don't
that's
know
a
what you're
30
talking
point
about.
game. The
want you
standard
back.
tournament play is 100 points. So
Have you been lurking?
you know, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 models ish.
Okay. That's
Tops.
not bad.
Yeah.
No, it's really good.
Okay.
They've lowered the unit count down to 3 and 5 max, whereas they used to be able to have like 10 or 11 guys in a unit. So they've reduced the amount of models in a unit in Mark IV, which is actually really, really good.
Lumberjack, you have been lurking. Where have you been? You haven't been saying anything. My major accountability partner
my glue.
has left.
That was a lot of glue.
How are you liking those Bretonians over there? Bretonians?
Great. They're going together really nicely.
Player to be named later. Nice hat, Chris. Hey, Miguel. I know you. You can't hide from me. Sackfilled Baggins. I see you there. Hey, thank you. Coming very soon. Isn't that right, Gabe?
It's very right.
Did you say very ripe? Like it's like off
No.
the vine?
No, right. That's right.
Oh. Gabe's also sporting a hat.
I am.
Jason's got nicely combed hair today. No hat for Jason. Not soon enough. That's right. But hey, we'll let you know.
Soon.
Jeff, what's
Very
going on?
soon.
I've been on every stream. Yes, I've. You don't have a stream streak, Scorched Earth? That's weird. What do you mean you don't?
Did you miss one? Scorch, did you miss the super secret Saturday stream?
The no. And Lumberjack. I'm gonna announce this. Lumberjack, 45 months, 225. That's wild. What do you mean you don't have a stream streak, Scorched Earth? You've never had one? You gotta get on Lumberjack's level. Got a lot. A lot of you've got a lot out there.
Chris, you know you could ruin everybody's day by doing a stream at like 2 a.m. as a test.
That would be horrible.
And
this is why
reset
you can't
everybody's
get
stream streak.
Okay, you all call me evil.
I didn't say you should do
Over
it.
here.
I didn't say you should do it. I just said that that's something that you have the power to do.
Chris, let's be honest. You're the one that said this was the year of evil.
Evil. Lumberjack, no. Lumberjack, the giveaways are all RNG. We pray to the RNG gods. They pick a name. They plop it on the desk. Jason sees this holy matrimony thing happen over here every time.
Huh? I can't see anything.
That's good. Good.
I can literally see
No,
his two beady eyes staring at me between these monitors and some of his hat. That's what I get.
Stream streak, hardly know her. That
Nice.
was Commando Ken. That wasn't even me.
Nice.
This mini needs more non-metallic gold added to it. Ghost Hunter, what you keep saying, I feel like is not the thing Jason wants to hear. So,
Talking about it. It's got as much as that. It'll get more on the weapons, I'm sure.
Okay, so I only need like 20 models for this game, is what you're saying.
About
Just to
20, yeah.
What
That's
about
this force is more than that? Like that tray over there, I think it totals more because you get there's like 6 different warcasters, the main leader.
Okay.
And each leader has their own kind of style of play, but all the rest of the components are interchangeable. So you'll have like this guy with this battle group, and then you can put somebody else with the same battle group, and the whole army plays differently. So you can build an army of, say, 20 models, and then just swap out one, which is your leader, and the whole army plays totally differently. So it feels like you're playing a totally different game. That's been one of the greatest things about Warmachine since its inception, was that the ability to change the way the army feels by just swapping out the leader is huge.
So
don't answer him, Jason. He's laying a foundation of a trap currently.
It's a turp.
no, I'm literally not. I'm genuinely
If the
curious.
word house comes out of your mouth,
I
you're
want to
fired.
know how I get the house on the table, okay?
It's you play Grimkin.
Okay. So is the house a warcaster?
No, the house is
A monster?
Monstrous
Okay.
battle. It's called a battle engine.
Okay. I just literally want to paint that house. Sue me,
You can go
Gabe.
You can go
will.
3D print it off of My Mini Factory.
My mini fat for $80.
How much is it
$80 for the
$80.
STL?
on My Mini Factory? They're still making their money.
Holy
That's true.
crap.
I would. It's a really fun model.
That's insane.
We have the real one over there.
I just gave up
I'll
on.
only
Hey,
charge
that's-
you $100 for it.
It'll be $81.
I said 100. What are you being friendly to him for? $100. The house is yours.
Seriously though, I was on vacation, then playing catch up on YouTube. Nice. Then came the experiment. Mo asked if I was okay. Yes, Lumberjack. I was asking that. I'm like, where's Lumberjack? I haven't seen Lumberjack. So welcome back. I'm glad you had a good vacation.
Yeah, I hope you had a great vacation, Tim.
The
Good to see you.
classic but rich dark wolf gray with bronze gold, pops of yellow using dark sea ben, gray blue, rich gold, bronze, warm yellow. Oh, I see. Well, I've asked. $80, I can finally afford my first house. Commando Ken. That's hilarious. It's a cool model. It's got like a little fiery thing inside of it, like the whole thing's glowing. Kind of reminds me of that old school movie, that Monster House movie, that cartoon movie.
A bunch of gremlins hanging off the sides.
Yeah. Ryan's asking, are these models in resin?
This one is hard plastic. They have some of the starter armies now. The 2-player starter boxes are in HIPS, high impact polystyrene. So, like this guy is put together in plastic. So you've got his whole battle group was plastic.
Oh, okay.
So hard plastic put it together. This was like 1 million pieces. It actually went together pretty well.
Huh.
And then the Beak one.
So some of it's in hard plastic, some of it's not. Okay.
The Beak one came with him, and then there's some other models I haven't built yet, and then they still have a lot of resin ones. These are 3D printed resin.
Cool.
So I wish they were cast resin. I'm not a big fan of the 3D print stuff. It's too brittle.
Jack Not So Nimble says, Jason, how did you like how he played?
I like this guy. Callus, I think his name. Callus, whatever. He's definitely an assassination caster, which is my speed. Phil beat me. I kind of hung him out to dry, and Phil knows how to play war games. And so Phil took advantage of me putting my guy up a little too far forward. And then I told Phil, hey, Phil, at the end of your turn, you might want to think about popping your feet, because your feet gives you extra armor. He was playing my Gravedigger army. And so he popped feet, and that's what lost me the game.
What is popping feet?
He popped feet, and I left him with like 2 health on my assassination attempt. But I could see that playing this guy with a full army would be really good. I put him together with everything that causes crit. Anything.
Jason
His
definitely
feat
helped.
/ ultimate, for those of you that play MOBAs,
Yeah.
his ultimate is that
Oh.
everything in his army during his his feet turn.
Not feet like your feet, Gabe.
I was like, why are we popping feet? What's
Popping feet.
No, his
What's
ultimate.
popping feet?
It's pop, F-E-A-T.
You're talking about
His feet.
F-E-A-T.
They call it their feet.
Philip says, Jason definitely helped me win with the feet.
Yeah. So feet turn. But his ultimate turn is that his entire army, when they hit, they automatically get the crit ability to go off without having to roll a crit, which is big. So you can take units that you wouldn't normally take, and he makes them really powerful, which is fun.
Gabe, could you shut the curtain behind you?
Can you
This is a place of business.
Oh, you should have done that, Chris.
Me? What do you mean me? You opened it.
I did not open anything.
Okay. I took my Crocs off, and they gave me the grip withstand Jason's attacks. I see. Where'd you guys play?
Were you wearing the Crocs again, Phil?
Heck yeah, Philip, my man.
He
Wearing them
literally wears
Crocs.
camouflage Crocs. It is the most
He
embarrassing.
bought that for a costume, and it lives on. Philip says, no, I wasn't.
Okay.
He was in spirit, though.
Yeah, he was definitely wearing them.
Where would you guys play? Gamers Guild?
Gamers Guild North, yeah. Giordano LaFontaine was with us.
Well,
you said that you're gonna go again on this
Friday,
week?
yeah, every Friday.
There it is.
6 to whenever you give up.
All right.
Wow.
We have gaming, and my buddy Chris is there all the time. He's been helping out with all the rules handling that we don't remember.
Nice.
He brings terrain, so
Yeah,
it's been really good.
I've been playing Warmachine for years now.
He has not ever
I am his buddy,
played
Chris.
Warmachine.
People roast Crocs, but you never wear them with socks on. Comfy as fudge. That's right, Commando.
I've never owned a pair.
I don't think I have either. Because I feel like you just sweat them out here and melt them.
One time when Philip was over, we were using our pool, and a ball went over into the alley, and he was wearing Crocs, and I was like, I'll put your Crocs on to go grab the ball.
Yeah.
And with like wet feet, they're gross. They feel weird.
Well, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's bad.
Phil said I hadn't either before I put them on for a joke, and there you go. The rest is history.
It's like me wearing readers. Joked with Jen about them, and I was like, oh,
Beard Science, you're correct.
wow, I can actually see.
No, I'm not the War Machine buddy, Beard Science.
No, he's not. He is not. He won't even come play with us. He's always got house to clean.
But Farley matters. You're not rocking unless you're crocking. What's going on, my man?
Feet are a crocking, don't bother knocking.
Oh, we're so glad you're all here, hobbying alongside us, beautiful people.
No.
What do you call a cow? Lean beef. Papa Chicken says.
Huh?
What do you call a cow? Lean beef.
That's no.
Papa Chicken, that one is a stretch. Oh man. Hey,
You
speaking of
forgot
a stretch,
the other part of that one, buddy.
yeah, where is the rest of this? You know the Crocs for the shoes they wore in the dystopian future of Idiocracy. That's a good point. Now, here's what I will say about Crocs in Arizona. If you leave them out in the sun and then put your feet in them, it's like putting little microwaves on your feet.
How do you know, Chris?
I would assume so, based on knowledge and research. What do you call a cow in a paint mixer? A milkshake. There it is.
That's rough.
Hey, speaking of rough, there's no dogs in here.
What?
Let that one sink
Wait,
in.
what?
Hey, welcome in, everybody. It is a big day today. You want to know why?
Why is that?
A wild Jabe has appeared. We're bringing Mondays back. Monuments, big fun, win-win time celebrations on Friday.
Friday, yes, Friday. Good
It's
Friday.
America's 250th birthday. What a huge year. A lot going on.
Our 10th, America's 250th.
Jason is a war gamer again.
I have
Back from the dead.
donned the mantle once again. I can't seem to win a game, but you know.
But is that out of
I
choice?
thought you beat Jordan.
I beat Jordan last week, yeah.
Okay, so you've won. He's in. He's back. And what colors are you thinking of painting the wings? Says Jack.
Black.
That'll
They
be
will
cool.
be non-metallic black steel.
Nice.
We'll do it with Payne's grays and things like that, but they'll be very dark.
10 years, Tim. Nice. Yeah, big one.
Very, very dark.
Gilborn, no. No. Cue Rolling Stones. Hey, we don't sing that here because we don't want to be thrown off YouTube. But hey, if you're over on TikTok, welcome in. I know we are streaming to a bunch of platforms now. We're going to be adding even more as time goes on, but we want to make sure you all have options. So if you're over there, make sure you give us a follow. The world keeps moving on.
Moving on.
We're going to have our review stream this week as well. We'll let you guys know what day that is. For June, for vehicles. Cue the amounts of question on what is a vehicle.
Oh, no.
That came up in a
No.
meeting. It just will haunt us for life.
No.
Mo says, what's the next challenge? Jason, what's the next challenge?
Gabe has all that.
Yeah, we have to wait till a few days.
It is
right.
not close enough for me to tell you what the next challenge
It's too close.
You'll have to wait.
But yes, Gabe is
There
going to
is-
be putting that in July 1st on Wednesday, so we'll let
Yep.
you know.
You don't get to cheat like that. You don't get to just start early. What do you think this is? The land of unfairness?
Sorry for another question. Hey, don't ever be sorry. On blue is C in small leather. Okay. I might gotta try to decipher what you're saying here. On blue is C in small letter paints, and on green solvent, what does the flavor text. That's what you're talking. Those are the flavor texts. Pants. Yes, those are the flavor texts. Those are our little attempts to have some fun.
A success is to have some fun, I would call them.
Yes. Booker, what's a simple workup for a canopy on an airplane like Battletech mechs? Airplane like Battletech mech on a canopy.
I like doing them in, well, okay, so I guess part of the question when I do that is kind of like the Space Marine lens question with regards to how you want everything to look in the end, right? I don't think I have this guy. I brought another one. Oh, I brought a little one in, but it doesn't really have a canopy. No, I mean like this guy barely has a canopy, so it's not even really visible on him. On the big guy, I take a look at what the body color is, right? So if I'm painting, and with Battletech, generally when you're painting a lance or a star, you're gonna stay with like a particular color, and then across the lance in large amounts. So like the turquoisey jade that I have going on here with the off-white is the color of the unit. And then once I have all that set in, I'll pick a canopy lens color, if you will, that sits nice with it, but takes the color temperature in a different direction. So the cool green of the mech, and then a warm kind of orangish yellow has been my direction on this guy. A really bright blue would be cool too if I didn't do like large lasers as blue, but so I like the orange. That works really well. Orange canopies tend to do well on everything except when you paint your entire unit orange, I think. Even on reds and stuff, they look really good to do orange, so I like the orangish stuff. If you do it like a exaggerated glass, which would be kind of a blue, then that's okay. But I like the idea of like more reddish because it feels like it's almost like an infrared tint or that would block like laser light, hitting you. So if somebody hits you with the laser pointer, you're not gonna freak out. But yeah, I like the orange, kind of like hunting glasses color, right? Would be my preference.
Really wanting the don't eat the paint sticker. So fun. Comes in orders every once in a while.
Random. It's kind of random.
Proof the Greenbird clan is superior.
No.
What there's a
Incorrect.
lot of Battletech clans, if I'm not mistaken.
They just kept making them. Whatever. Clan Houndstooth. There's Clan Diamond Shark or something like that. There's crazy crap came out of the woodwork after a while.
Comstar for life. Says Chuck.
Comstar Space AT&T. Here to collect a bill.
Dynamic poses are really cool, but I hate trying to glue ones that are like the toes of his foot as he's pushing off the ground, and that's the only thing that touches the base.
Sometimes that's
There's
annoying,
a clan
right?
called
It's
Diamond
the
Shark.
worst.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I watched the cartoon as a kid, and ever since I've been a House Steiner fan. Steiner? House Steiner fan. Yeah, I have
Inner
no
Sphere
idea
for
about
life.
all those.
No Vatborns. Oh, yeah. We're bigoted against the Vatborns here. Be careful. Careful.
Got
A tactical rock.
Got mad at a model today and decided it was reprime time. Channeled my inner baby J. Hey, Musty, interesting. Why did you get mad at the model? I want to hear more about that.
I think we should hear from the therapist.
I do get mad at. What is the therapist? Yeah.
What is that?
Uh-oh.
Why don't you spend some time reflecting on that?
There you go.
Okay.
I think his battery's going bad. He kind of has a little bit of a hiccup every now and then.
Maybe this isn't a good therapist moment, so he's not working.
And what do we do when we...
We'll have to
We need a
change
battery.
his battery out.
We need a battery. Poor
With all
therapist.
my little toys.
Was he lasted like a year and a half?
What's up, Pikmin?
That's
Oh my gosh.
depressing. Go to your therapist and he's like, it's time for lunch. You need to
How's
go
it
home."
going?
I reprimed a bunch of my stuff this last week too, so
What'd you reprime? Your
your
Giants?
no.
Which ones?
My
the
Knights.
rock-covered ones?
Oh, your Knights.
Yes. What's the Gabe said that he was, what is the word you said? You said you're spicy today or something?
No.
You were going to be on one?
I'm not on anything.
I
I'm on
reprimed all
one.
my-
I
yes.
must be on two.
Philip's on that reprime
Dang.
kick as well.
I'm doing it.
Dyslexic mini painter. It's time
We're all
to
doing it.
change
There must have been like
batteries,
something
reprime.
weird with the moon.
Yeah. Blame it on the moon.
Blame it on the moon that I'm changing my entire army from this to this.
Yeah.
Started checking her socials during sessions.
Jason.
Yikes.
Sir, yes, sir.
Not
Have
good.
I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Jason, have you seen Thumb Wars?
No.
Okay.
What is that?
It's a parody of Star Wars.
No.
It's Thumb
Maybe.
Wars.
I don't
Thumb
think so.
Wars. Have you seen Thumbtanic?
No.
The Thumb movies.
No.
All right. They are your chain of humor. So I
My
might
chain
say,
of humor?
yeah,
What does that even mean?
like you. I think you would like that humor.
Oh, gotcha.
Papa Chicken, it is done.
Has Gabe reprimed any more of Baby J's models? Scorched Earth. I know
I've
you said,
never reprimed
No,
a Baby J model.
I know you're mentioning 2 years ago you saw a video of Jason and Jordan on stream together. But that was them in the real flesh.
That was Jordan.
Hey, Tim, you still here?
Hey, Tim.
Timbo!
Asking-
Timmy!
asking for- Oh, I know Tim's here. He's lurking.
Timarama!
Papa Chicken.
I was
What are
listening to
you talking
music.
about?
I was
I
listening to
painted
music in the
Smaug.
car today, and I thought about Tim. So, and ask him.
Who's back for vacation? What
Built.
about Bat Thumb? Love Bat Thumb. Muffin Truck. The silliest name in the universe. Are you coming to PA on the 18th for the Wisdom in Change show?
No. I have to go to Milwaukee, or not Milwaukee. I have to go to
Milwaukee.
Illinois.
Oh, are you going too?
To- Guess who's not going? You.
Oh, what if I was going that weekend?
But you're not.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter.
It'll be an awkward plane ride.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Is it?
You don't know I'm going by plane.
I believe you are going by plane.
He is gonna go by horse.
I am here.
So
By-
Tim, do you listen to Evergreen Terrace?
by boat. He's gonna go to Milwaukee by boat.
I was listening to Evergreen Terrace and thought of Tim because they
Lumberjack.
have a Wisdom and
Tim
Chains.
says yes.
Okay. They have a Wisdom and Chains duo single, and I was listening. That came up, and I was like, oh, haven't seen Tim in a while. Tim and I share some music. I don't think we share all the music because Tim likes more the. I think that Tim likes more the growly stuff. Bogus Mage update on hats soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
We have been
do your
supporting
walls
some
in
of the new
non-metallic
ones.
metal. Do it.
That's wild.
Do it
Ever
now.
said.
There's no details though. How do you do that?
Do it now. You make them.
Do it now.
Jade says by airship. He's getting there somewhere. We're both going to be on the same plane.
I want there to be
So.
airships so bad.
We're getting there. Right, Jason?
What?
Airships.
Monument airship.
Dude, you know what? If for some reason this world, after AI removes all the real stuff we have to do, everybody just falls into painting models, let's say.
Great.
Right?
If literally everybody.
Yeah, everybody has to paint models. So you lose the Elon Musks of the world because they're not useful anymore. All they're trying to do is make internet, and AI took all that over. But painting models, on the other hand, they have us. And so now we're the nerds that get to be the next thing. I'm building airships.
Yeah, for
Like-
sure could happen. Says
Like
Matt.
powered by little dwarf pirates.
Okay. Oh.
Where are you gonna get the dwarf pirates?
Dude, you think they would deny me if I came back and I said, dude, look, here's the deal. Airships. They'd
Where
be
are
like,
you
we're
gonna
in.
find them?
Tim
we're
says.
in.
Tim says, how about the blood for blood cover?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so we need to get everybody painting so we can get on this airship thing. Matt, hope you're doing well. Peter Dinklage is in. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
How now, brown cow?
Ballman says, I can't help you, Ballman.
I
Sorry,
agree.
my man.
I agree.
Poo, cheek poo. Did I hear you right? What are you over there? What kind of nonsense are you doing over there, Chris?
Ballman says,
These people are our friends.
Jason, I wanted to try and do your towel workup for BattleTech Minis
Fantastic.
and Red, but I don't have one-step paints or an airbrush for filtering. Would you use secret sauce on a paint to be fine to filter enough, or try to airbrush the filter on, or what would you recommend?
You say you don't have an airbrush?
Don't have an airbrush for filtering. Get one.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's time, Ballman.
it is time. If you're looking to do all over filters, then you can't beat an airbrush for that. It doesn't mean that it's impossible with a brush. You can thin down something like a filter for one step enough to be able to make it work off the brush, but it's gonna be problematic most likely.
Tim, I'm too old for that music, says Spotify.
Yeah, 93
I wish I could. I could barely hear it,
years
Tim.
old. 93. If we played our music for him, Tim, he would literally have a gastric bypass.
I'm too old. It has to be white noise, and that's it.
His stomach would shrink.
I've decided that my entire playlist from now on is just going to be white rain noise,
I'll
so
be
that
back.
I can really mess up my Spotify range.
White noise.
He's
like
165 years old, as old as rain. I'm gonna start send away. Fix my algorithm, Tim. Oh, Jade came up to our house and use it. You can come up to our house, Jade. Don't do that. Bald man, he's an interesting character. Don't invite him to your house. I don't know about that guy. He'll sue you
What?
because he's a lawyer. Watch out for that guy.
He told us he's not a lawyer.
He's a
Legal. He's a paralegal.
I'll show you a pair of legals right here. There it is.
He's acting out.
White noise, so
is what he's doing.
Nickelback.
This is Chris acting out.
I'll show you a pair of these legals. You like that?
No.
Sorry you have to deal with me, Jason.
Yeah, me too.
You could let me go.
I could. I won't.
There you go. It's a weird parasitic relationship that Jason has to deal with. I got this tumor on my back.
I got this tumor on my back. Did you ever see How to Get Ahead in Advertising?
No.
You should watch it.
I've got the HR. Yes, it'll happen again. Who hired this guy? Great question.
Yeah,
Jason
right?
did.
Who did hire this guy? Right.
What's that called? Stockholm syndrome? What's that? What's the term? Like you put your own insanity
Baldman
on?
says, when you sue Monument Hobbies, your only request to drop the suit will be to fire Chris.
I don't like that. Oh, he's reaching. You know the surprising story behind that button is that it came from Tim, or not Tim.
No,
it came from Taylor, Mr. T. Schmid.
T. Schmid.
A nice man. What the heck? You got me good. Hey, you know what? Speaking of good,
Yes. Waiting.
Monument Hobbies has officially brought Mondays back.
Waiting.
Mondays are back, everybody. And we are responsible.
Did they ever leave?
They did, because everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's Monday. And then we're like, no, we will not accept that. It is Monday. And we're so happy you're all here. If you have questions, please let us know.
I'm very happy everybody.
If you are over on TikTok, by the way, welcome in. We do this from Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 p.m.
Now
Mountain
on
Standard
TikTok.
Time. That's right. Pretty soon to be on every platform available. Pretty soon, I have decided I want to pitch LinkedIn
10 years
Live.
of Twitch, and now we're celebrating our first stream
That's right.
on TikTok.
Jason, how do we go to LinkedIn Live next?
Oh, God, please no.
I think that would be hilarious.
Please no.
We could, Jason. We are the most
There's
business.
a lot of things. We could open up an OnlyFans and paint with our feet, but we're not trying to do that either.
The most business paint stream on LinkedIn. The first in the world to paint miniatures on LinkedIn, Jason. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
So, being first is not always something to be proud of.
If
I'm
it
just
ain't
gonna
first,
say.
you're last.
Maybe we avoid that. Maybe LinkedIn is not a good use of our
I
resources.
just want to do it because I think it would be fun. Just like, what am I looking at?
We could pitch it on LinkedIn as a business, like a pure business training thing.
It is. That's my point. We literally probably could, because it is mostly business.
This is not mostly business. Have you listened to you
It's
today?
90. Sorry, I was gone. It
Have
was
you
like
listened to you today?
It's like you gave a dog a bath, right? Now I'm back. You're right. I had to let it all out. I missed all of you wonderful people.
He's reading off the card again. Sorry.
Good people.
Those are the words.
Great.
Those are the words, Chris. Those are the words.
Rogue Leader says, no one listens to Chris, not even Chris. That is accurate.
You are more right than you know.
That is accurate. Good for you. LinkedIn is my favorite dating site. Sergeant Chunk Nasty.
Do you roll around going? Do you roam around looking for the people that are just let go from their jobs and hoping for a new career? Like, are you? What are you doing?
Let's
like, how do
go.
you date on LinkedIn?
Hi, it's Danger. Hey, Danger, what's going on? I see you over there on the Tic Tacs.
On the Tic Tac, crazy kids in
Yes,
the Tic Tac.
pretty soon coming to LinkedIn, just for the meme. Baldman, read the card, Chris, and call me a great person. Baldman, you are a great person. I really appreciate you featuring nothing but Wizards Butt contact. Tech Badger, we'll do that when we want to start printing money.
Yeah, we don't know what to do with that kind of stardom.
Yeah,
that's the reason why he sniffed. Baldman, you heard it. You heard it. I was wondering.
Draw says, unless you're talking about how AI revolutionized painting and you fired your lead dev, it won't fit the tone of LinkedIn. That's what I'm saying. We can bring art back to LinkedIn.
They're not trying to hear that. They're trying to give AI seminars all the time.
Business, money, poopity poopity.
Everybody's rushing to be the first
That's
person
true.
to tell you what to do with AI and then charge you a bunch of money for you only to lose.
What you could do is you could listen to those guys and then have us in the background. Telling you, it's coming. It's not coming. Gabe had to leave for a second.
He had to drop the kids off.
Oh, no, he's priming models. I
Oh,
think.
I thought he was pooping.
I think he might be priming models.
I thought he was pooping.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't be talking about that. Takes the Browns to the Super Bowl, says.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank you, Philip.
Poop jokes.
Thank you, Philip, for that.
A little bit of poop joke. Never hurt anybody.
Jason is on. So you're gonna have to reprime. You're repriming all.
I have to repaint
you're doing
all my
oh
army.
my
All I did
heavens.
was this part that took me 80 million hours of airbrushing, but yes, I'm redoing all of them.
What was the reason? Was it just because you just weren't digging it?
Okay, so the reason was because of the fact that so many of these models, you can't tell where
Yeah.
things go from being armor to like,
To not armor
yeah.
anything.
And so this color didn't work very well when you were trying to pick out all the details in dark contrast, I don't feel like. It works. It works. It just wasn't appealing to me long term on the army. And so I just figured after doing the test model, I was like, nah, I'm not happy with it. I did really like the kind of purplish tone that we worked out on the tail, though. This is too magenta.
Yeah.
But I was like, I think I can do something with that and then inject the golden color that I did on these guys. I can do that as more of the accent color. And that way, it lets me, from a practical standpoint, paint quicker because the dark purple can be all the skin and metal and everything at once. Whereas the bright color is just harder to do that and pick details out of. So just a kind of a practical switch in my direction so that I can actually feel like I can paint the whole army.
Yeah.
And this, with just the edge highlighting. And the gold that I did is literally 2 colors.
That's
plus a
just 2
wash.
colors?
It's 2 colors and a wash, and I didn't even mix any colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's literally just bright pale yellow, and what did we use? Did we use warm yellow? Yeah, it's just warm yellow, bright pale yellow, and then the new phase 2 one-step color of bronze yellow over the top.
Oh,
So
nice.
it works really well to give you a really good wish.com non-metallic.
that's super cool. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it really easy so I can do the non-metallic gold on everything else. And then if I spend the time with the airbrush coat, then just edge highlighting gives me the kind of non-metallic feel on the armor that I was looking for. So I don't have to really do a whole lot on the rest of it. And then we just have to find the accent colors for everything else, which I think on the wings I'm going to do in like a black metallic. And then I got to figure out like chains and swords and all that stuff. So
Do they have armored scales?
they have armored everything, but some of it's their skin, some of it's scales, some of it doesn't make any sense what it is. There's just no rhyme or reason.
I do like the purple does look pretty cool.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like they needed to be a darker color.
it kind of looks like your Warjack.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that what the name of that thing is? Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we painted this guy a long time ago. I had to kind of admit this weekend that from now on,
Oh.
I think I have to say that my favorite color is purple. I really dig stuff when it's purple.
Just now?
We painted this years ago, but
Years ago?
Yeah.
No.
yes, years ago, literally. You weren't here.
I was. No.
Yeah,
You got that when the new game came out, right?
which has been years.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's been years. Years, Chris. My, how time flies.
Wow. I might have been here.
Well, you might have been at the company, but you weren't producing the show yet.
Oh, that's true. Wow. Meeple says, "Look how creative Jason is when Jen is producing." That's true. That's true. He likes to switch it up. I try to keep him on a tight rail. No veering. This is a business. Right, Jason?
I have no idea what this is most of the time.
It is a
I'm
business.
just trying to follow your lead of insanity most of the time.
Sponsored by LinkedIn Live. Speaking of Wizard's Butt, was there ever a color from the set you like so much it got added to the official lineup? for
There will be
Wizard's
some.
Butt?
There will be some.
Okay.
What I'm calling it won't be named this in its implementation, but the banana green, one of the first ever Wizard's Butts, will be committed to the line. It's a nice greenish
Oh, that green.
tinged yellow. It's one of the first ones. It's this one. It's a really good yellow.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's a good yellow.
And
A couple.
there's a couple of them that are going to wind up.
One of them
being
Jason
colors.
released this
The-
April.
The terracotta one
Terracotta.
will wind up hitting the streets, and I believe the grayish purple one will wind up.
At some point.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That grayish purple will be a cool base for a lot of stuff.
It's a neat color. Yeah, really neat color. We will obviously have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to make them work
As like permanents.
as permanent colors, but they won't change much.
We all know the color is called awkward eye contact while eating a banana yellow. Says Ghost Hunter, yes.
That's what it needs to be, yes.
We name our things very serious here.
We changed that while you were gone, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As a group,
Can I get that in writing?
We've determined as a group
Okay.
that it will be much better if we do awkward stare at the urinal.
When am I able to come up with a name for every Pro color and pitch it to the leadership team?
As soon as you want.
Okay. Great. I have a list going.
We're all booked for years.
I can wait.
Till
I
like
am patient.
2076.
2076?
I think that's right.
That's
You'll have to check the calendar.
that's like 20 so years after Bag of Krill? Okay. Can wait.
Well, we have to let you have the success of your last crazy idea
That's true.
before we move to your next crazy idea.
Sexy win-win time blue. A great color.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I was honored
that,
when you made that
that
for
you
me.
said.
when you came out with that color. Wild. Oh, you best believe Sugar Rush. Question, is this a group of one?
What do you mean?
Are you talking about Avian? Are you talking about this model? Like, is it just a single model in the unit? Maybe that's what you're talking about?
This is a leader, but
Is
it is not.
THS
It
a
will
group
be
of
the color scheme for the whole army now.
Did you miss an I in that THS? I'm assuming you meant this. It's too hot. Send help, says Baldman.
It is hot.
Get over it.
It is hot. Very, very
No, asking
hot.
the naming conventions of paint by a group. No. Asking the naming conventions of paint by a group.
Huh?
Restate your entire question.
Say
Are
what?
you talking about the names, Avian? I need more clarity from you.
Say what?
It's nice. It's 60s here. Bilal, I don't know where you're at, but nice. We're kind of used to it.
60s?
We're
In Antarctica?
That's crazy.
in Antarctica. Because nowhere else it could be 60, possibly.
No.
Even in
Europe's boiling.
Europe's on fire. No, Avian. Don't say the time has passed. You ask that question, mister. I think they mean how Wizard's Butt is multiple colors. No, Avian, we're going to sit here and we're going to wait for that finite, clarifying question. I'm waiting for you. Where'd you go?
You know the answer.
You say my mom's house.
I told you knew the answer.
Can't say that starting tomorrow
Why is that?
because I'm moving to his mom's house.
Tomorrow? The middle of the week?
No.
On a Tuesday?
It's crazy.
My heat goes on at 72, says Lumberjack.
Didn't
Lumberjack,
even
where are
say
you? Avian, where's your question? Be right back. Cat is on fire. Avian, I tried. Kansas 93.
If your cat's on fire and you waited to type
Be
that,
right back. Cat is on fire?
that's
PA.
awesome.
Okay, right. It's 72. What temperature is it over there, Lumberjack? PA right now. No, that's not how that works. What are you doing standing? Go behind the desk. Bother Jason for on 86. Okay, 86 is not bad. You grabbing a paper towel over there? Bump crunchy. Can cold air affect how a glaze dries, Jason?
Cold air will, if it's blowing, like air conditioning and stuff,
I have my AC on and was thinking about putting my model in front of it to dry it completely.
Sure, yeah. Cold air promotes evaporation just as well as anything.
B-Rab, what's going on? Go center. Best part of living in my swamp in Florida is the sea breeze keeps the temps low. I will agree with you there. You called. Hey, you Zenithal primed your models, huh?
I did.
That's cool. What are you gonna? How are you gonna paint your guys?
I'm gonna go red and purple.
Red and purple.
Yeah.
Are you gonna like do like a split?
Yeah.
Like a split design,
Yeah.
like how Jason did his knight.
Yeah.
Jason, you should show him your knight.
Knigget!
Seen it.
You've never seen this. This is
Oh,
the first
look,
time.
more of the same coloring.
What's going on here?
I don't know, man. I'm a broken record lately. I'm like, hey, let's paint purple and yellow.
Oh.
You're a big LA Lakers fan?
No, not at all. Not at all. I did some of the steel on him, though. Now we
Yeah.
just have to do the leather.
Jason's a Viking fan, says Ryan.
Do it. You know, it's funny,
don't
though.
know.
I have been... Okay, so I painted that. You know, it's funny. We'll look at the progression of how I've been painting lately. Right? This led to this.
He's going and grabbing more models just in case you wanted to know where he is at.
Right? So, a while back, when Chris was gone... I blame Chris for all of this.
What?
I blame Chris for all of this.
What's that?
When
Why?
Chris was gone, I
That's
painted
fair.
this guy really quick in like a day, right? So in one stream we did this, and it's a Trench Crusade model. Bada boom, bada bing. We painted him, and I was so enamored with the color we got out of the armor real quick by using the dark blue black one step over the purple and taupe pre-highlight.
Right.
And so we got this kind of chromatic black that it leans towards like a deep bluish green color, right? And so that was really cool. I was like, oh, I didn't have any intention. I was just painting this as a palette cleanser.
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, this would make a great background color for my towel.
Oh. Again,
So I said, boom, I have now created the color scheme for my towel. And this led to this. So I
Okay.
was painting something for fun that I didn't have any intent on doing anything else to or with. And then it became a 2,000 point towel army. So now we're painting the towel on that, based on that same thing. Then I got I got tired of painting millions of miles of edge highlighting on the towel. And so then I was like, oh, I'll do something fun with kind of a sunset color, paying a little bit of homage to Jen's tiger.
Sure.
Right? I was like, I'll figure out a way to do a more grimdark version of this color scheme for my Shadow Flame.
Sure.
And I was like, boom. So there we go. And then we ran into all the problems with it because the color scheme, while being great and would work for literally any other army in this game, this army it does not work for. This army, I think, really needs to be darker with bright highlights as opposed to bright with dark highlights because of the way the design is on it.
Right.
So that's just a thing I ran into. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to get mad at it. I'm going to go think about it for a day or two. And then we painted this, right?
This is a great hobby progression.
So then we painted this.
And now,
Because I was really liking the purple and the yellow, I guess.
Right.
So I painted this as a palette cleanser, and then that made me repaint all of my Shadow Flame shards.
I'll take
to do
this
this.
bullet.
See, do you see how my brain has been working lately? I'm in this steady driving down the street, and I'm going towards the horizon, and then I'm like, I don't want to go there, and I take a turn. And then I'm like, this horizon works, and then we take another turn, and we come back, and maybe 2-3 rights make a left. I don't know what's going on.
so what you're saying is now you're here.
I'm here.
And it's
Painting
all
this
because I went on a cruise.
And I'm still painting the towel. The towel will not change. This color scheme is awesome. It looks great. The models are great. I got the rest of my models in finally, my tiger shark and all the big stuff.
Now, I will say, Warmachine would be kind of cool in that color scheme, too.
I will kill you.
What do you mean? I think it would.
I will kill you. Yeah, it definitely would.
That would be dope.
I have Cricks coming.
What's that?
Oh,
Ricks?
yeah.
You have more models coming? Son of a gun. What's the matter?
What is Crix?
It's another army.
Oh.
Oof,
Eesh.
man.
Ugh.
It's an army.
Whoa.
It's one of my other favorite armies.
Jason, when is the house coming?
It's literally right in there.
When is the house coming?
It's in. I don't know what you are insane.
How many models can I build if I want the house to be a part of my army?
No idea. I think the house is maybe 19 points or 20 points out of your 100-point army.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The most expensive stuff is usually like 20, 22 points, something like that.
Gotcha.
That's for the gargantuans. What come on the big 120 mil bases are generally in the 20-point range.
Okay. All right. So I can make the house bigger. See, here's the thing. If I do
No,
buy the
you
STL,
can't make the house bigger.
if I buy the
and you
STL,
can't
I could size
buy
it
a
up.
volleyball and stick little teeny arms on it and have
Jason,
it be fun.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on now.
Yeah, don't disrespect the moon.
Oh.
Can't disrespect the moon.
Hold on
You
there.
most certainly can.
Everybody
disrespect
calm
the moon.
down. We're all friends here, huh?
I thought we were.
It's hilarious when that moon gets on the field. Be honest.
It's something.
It is something. Crix is the army of the undead necromancers. Oh, they're also misunderstood. They're awesome. My favorite War Machine army. Okay, but what's Grimkin then?
Grimkin is like a nightmare faction. Grimkin's a weird one because when they first came out with it, I was like, how dare you? It felt like Tau for 40K. Grimkin was this whimsical nightmare army that
Okay.
didn't fit the world of the Iron Kingdoms. It felt like it was
Interesting.
cool, but it didn't fit War Machine. And then when I got some of the models and we
fit.
painted them on stream, I was like, this is my new thing. And I painted
Interesting.
up the whole army, and I wound up playing that army almost more than any other army in War Machine.
Okay, so why aren't you playing them now?
You can still play them.
Right.
They are not supporting them with any new models. They've exited them from the scene.
Oh, okay.
So they have moved
Right.
forward with certain factions that really are cemented in the lore.
That makes
And then
sense.
adding to those to bring the original narrative back.
Yeah.
And the Grimkin were kind of a side thing.
So-
Not really a side thing. That's unfair. They're a neat army, and
But
you can still play them.
Okay, so you can still play them legit.
Yeah, they have it balanced against the field for the way War Machine plays right now. It's just they're not adding anything to it, so you know going in that what you see is what you get. Like, you're not going to get any new models. But they have a bunch of really good lists, and they're really fun to play. I played the Child. It's a very good beatdown list. The Child is this little one of the first models that we painted from them on stream, and I painted, if you remember, if I could ever find the model, it's this big, it looks like a big Jim Henson kind of monster with a little girl on the base. The girl is the character.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the girl is the child, and it comes with her. She's holding a little stuffed animal, and the stuffed animal is the big creature behind her too. That's like her protective spirit.
Oh,
And
that's
so, but
kinda
it's all on
cool.
one base. It's all one big monster.
Okay.
And she's a beat stick. Like, she just goes around. This little girl runs around the field. But I painted him in like Mork for Mork suspenders, like rainbow suspenders with like buttons on them and stuff. It was really fun.
Okay. Okay. Everybody calm down. We're going to figure this out.
They have a character called the King of Nothing. It was really fun.
Huh.
Yeah, Grimkin's fun.
I see.
It went from being something I didn't understand why it was even in the thing to being one of my favorite armies.
Grimkin. All right.
Grym for Grim, not GRI.
All right. Everybody calm down.
Nobody's being not calm except you.
I know. I can be persuaded. It only takes one model for me, typically.
In this case, it's a house.
Is there a problem, Gabe?
Always a problem.
I think Grim can have a tree. I think. They have like the Hangman's tree or something like that. It can hit people from a distance and drag them in. I think. I don't remember if that's them or if that's another faction. But enough.
You telling me there's a tree?
I think there's a tree.
Come on now.
I think there's a tree. Pretty sure there's a tree.
I have a painting emergency, says Chuck, and need a quick workup for a dirty blonde beard. Uh-oh.
Dirty blonde, dark golden brown.
Okay.
And then you can go dark golden brown to golden brown, and then just a little bit of pale yellow to finish, and you're done. Mix your dark golden brown in the in-between layer, and you can be that easy. It can be finished before you even start, really. Dark golden brown is a great underlayment for blonde. And then when you start working golden brown into it, or warm yellow, or whatever you want.
Moonkey's asking, why do Prochrome paints sometimes beat up over Vallejo surface primer?
The primer hasn't been shaken well enough, and it isn't matte. What you're left with is kind of a satiny version of the primer because all the matte's at the bottom of the bottle. Are you using a rattle can or the airbrush primer?
Yeah. Moonkey, let us know.
It's always the same problem. Rattle cans feed, when you spray with a rattle can, you're grabbing the paint at the bottom of the can first because the nozzle, you know how pump nozzles work? When you press the nozzle down, it has a hose that goes to the bottom of the can.
Right.
So it will normally, with matte colors, they will be ultra matte for the first time you spray them, and then they suck up all the matte because it separates to the bottom.
Okay.
So the first time you spray them, they can actually be, I call it hairy. Like it seems like they spray a dry dust almost, because they're getting all of the matte varnish if you don't shake them up well enough. And then they waste all your matting agent in the first time you spray, and then the rest of the time you spray, they're satin. Because the matting agent in paint is a heavier solid, and it sinks to the bottom of the bottle. So like when you see paint separate, and you see pigment and solids at the bottom of the bottle, the matte part is at the bottom of the bottle too. So you have to make sure you reconstitute all of that if you have airbrush primers. So with heavier polyurethane primers, like I don't know if Vallejo does that or not, but ours are. If you see them separate, if you don't use them for a while, you probably are best served to get like a tongue depressor or something to put in the bottle and stir it up from the bottom, so you make sure you get all the matting agent reconstituted. It will mix back in. You're not doomed. But if you don't do that, then it will be a more satin, like it will have a sheen to it. And if it has a shiny surface to the primer at all, then paints will sometimes bead up on it because it doesn't give the surface enough tooth. Why you don't typically you don't prime with gloss.
There you go. Airbrush, but finish does tend not to be proper matte in all fairness. Yeah, okay.
That's why. With the
Absolutely.
airbrush primer, all the matte's at the bottom of the bottle. Or sometimes it's just not as matte as you want it to be.
Yeah. Great question, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, those are great clarifiers for people because sometimes you just pick it up, give it a quick shake, spray it, and it won't be like it was the last time you sprayed because the longer it sits and settles, the more you have to reconstitute it. So again, like I said, never be afraid to pick up a bottle of paint, like primer especially, and stir it with like a stick first. Treat it almost like a gallon of house paint.
Dupa dupa. After 16 years, I'm finally getting a second tattoo. The Monuments M over my heart seems appropriate. JK, JK. I don't know why you're joking. Super dupa. That'd be a great tattoo. I put it on my left butt cheek.
Oh, we weren't talking about that. Therapist said not to talk about that.
We got to get some new batteries for my therapist.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that.
Hey, for all of you out there over in TikTok land, welcome. We appreciate all of you there. There's quite a few
everybody
of you.
else?
Yeah.
What about all the people that aren't in TikTok land?
I know, that's true. I'm making sure everybody feels appreciated, Jason.
Okay.
I am here for everybody. But yes, if you're over on TikTok, you can't sometimes see the chat, obviously, from the other one, so I'll call it out. But typically, if you're here, I'm just going to say the question. I'll either say your name, typically, and your question, and go from there. Hoosier, 30 months, and that's a wild. That's a long time, Hoosier. It is a kid's channel. Droth, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a very business-oriented channel.
Business, paint.
Right.
Fun. Win.
Oh. What are you doing over there, Mr. Quiet Boy?
I'm painting.
What are you painting?
I'm painting Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl.
I'm going to go over there and ridicule this model.
I'm freaking loving this right now.
Oh, so, yeah? What it describe? They can't really see what you're doing, but describe what you're doing for us.
I'm painting a model.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
He's having fun, Chris. Just leave him be.
I want him to interact with the family.
I'm using Crimson.
We're at the table.
One step right now.
Oh, crimson. Okay.
Crimson.
He's got the new
Did
colors.
you say you're
here.
doing it with purple?
He's doing
what purple are you
He's
gonna do?
doing both.
I'm gonna do royal purple.
Royal purple, one step?
Yeah.
And crimson, one step.
And crimson one step.
I like it. I
And-
like your style.
Actually, this is looking great.
I like your style.
And I'll highlight it. Oh,
It's okay.
Ooh!
It's all right, you guys.
dude.
It's not like
No, this is crazy.
okay.
Looks so good.
It's all right. The paint
Dang,
looks amazing.
man.
Chris is
Here's
just
the thing.
confirming for all of you.
I've always struggled with cloth. It's been always the thing that I just cannot. I don't feel good doing,
Sure.
and I no longer have that problem.
Because of one step?
Because one step literally just does it for me.
One step makes cloth and those kind of textures
Literally
just
yeah.
happen.
It just happens.
It's easy mode.
so easy.
And then you do like a dry brush over that too. That's
Because
what
I'm usually
doing.
really comfortable with which is funny, but like more of the flat surfaces.
Fabric is
But
so
fabric
weird
just-
to paint. Yeah.
Fabric's just so weird because it's foldy and yeah, dude. Oh, this looks so good. I'll come bring it over once I do the purple side.
Yes, our normal dark crimson is gloss. Our normal dark crimson is yes.
Yeah, it's a blood effect. Believe it or not.
Baby Jay's cloth he did with the orc is so good. I've been using it so far. Yes, Plum Crunchy, we've been loving. A lot of you have been asking for that. Jordan's going to be back with us this next following week because Jen and Jason will be out this coming up. So we're going to do some more orcs.
To France!
To France, yeah. It's going to be a great time.
We have to go to Monument Europe and work with the team over there for a bit. But we will be back. I will be back July 14th. Gone a long time, man.
Hey, Chris.
It's very rare I'm gone that long anymore, Chris.
That's
Are
true.
you going to be all right without me?
Oh, of course.
What?
Yeah. You'll be
That was
missed.
not the answer.
I mean, no, Gandalf. Burn. We'll burn. A Sugar Rush. Will you be painting Galactus? I could. I could paint up Galactus. I'll bring the camera into the warehouse. We'll do some spray painting. I will not be painting Galactus. Could be kind of fun, though.
That guy just won't sit on this table. There's no way.
No, it's impossible. There's
just no way.
Yeah, I'd have to move the camera up. Did you guys use texture palettes? Actually, really quick. Scorcher says, I want to thank you again. I've had somewhat of painter's block, but last night I got out of my head, stopped overthinking, and just put paint on the model. Nice. Love that.
Perfect.
Scorch Earth. Can't preach it enough.
That's the way you got to do it.
Chuck says, if Jen and Jason don't make the effort to get to the stage of the Tour de France, I'm going to be disappointed in them.
Not a chance.
Chuck, prepare to
Not
be
even
disappointed.
a chance. So, yeah, prepare your disappointment.
I'll paint on canvas for you,
Tour de
Emerson.
France. Is that the one where they do the bicycling?
No. This is where they take you on a big tour around France.
Oh, well, then we're definitely in.
Yeah. It's Tour de France.
Is this the Kraftwerk
right,
song?
Chuck? Is that what it is? Cute disappointment.
Is this the Kraftwerk song?
Hey, Chuck, I'll take me on a tour of France, all right? With your little bicycle machine.
With your little bicycle machine?
Jeff says, do you guys use texture palettes or the damp sponge when you dry brushing? Okay. I'm trying to get better with dry brush and just have been using a paper towel. Also, when painting starts to dry/build up, do you have to wash the brush and wait for it to dry? Any help appreciated. So overall dry brushing, no. He uses just a paper towel, right, Jason?
Just a paper towel.
We have a great video on that. Let me actually link that. Great.
Yeah, I typically just use a paper towel.
That's a great segue, Jeff.
And that's it, right?
Check this.
Don't need much.
This will take you over to the Learn tab.
Anything else?
Check that right there. That is a dry brushing fundamentals video where Jason shows you the fundamentals of dry brushing. Hence, the name Dry Brushing Fundamentals.
But a dry brush palette can work wonders if you're having problems with maybe keeping the right amount of paint on there. It gives you something that's more of a I think more of a visual confirmation of how much paint is coming off the brush, as long as you're, of course, painting with a color that shows contrast over the surface that you're painting on from the palette. But yeah, you can do some cool stuff with them. I'm not a fan. I just don't think they're useful tools in the end. The sponge, if you're doing more of what I would call smudge painting, like you want to deliver more paint onto the surface of the model than a traditional dry brush, then keeping the dry brush a tad damp can be really good. But other than that, I very rarely do that because I'm unless I'm painting tanks and stuff.
Okay. With
like full base coat with the dry brush, I'm typically wanting the brush to be, as its name suggests, very, very dry.
Yeah. Moonkey Paint says, do you supply your own airbrush thinners, or will Pro Acryl play nice with X20A from Tamiya or avoid?
I don't use the Tamiya paints because they have multiple solvents that they use, so water is your best bet. If you don't have one of ours, we do make our own medium, so our one-step medium has been what I've been using lately. It's called Special Sauce. It is fantastic for all of your airbrushing needs. Our glazed wash medium works really well too. If you want to keep the paint, you want to dilute opacity, keep the viscosity, spray a heavier spray, you can. The one-step medium is a lower viscosity, more watery, and then of course after that is just water. And you can thin with just water and never have a problem. Up to you how you would like to do that.
So question, Jason, I had said metallics wouldn't ruin my brushes, but I feel like metallics are ruining my brushes. Are you cleaning your brushes?
Clean them. They don't ruin your brushes. Just clean your brush.
My man, I have beaten the crap out of my brushes with metallics. Let me tell you. I dry brush with our metallics all the time. Just make sure you're cleaning them after every session.
And by clean, go watch our brush cleaning video because you need to make sure that you are getting the soap up into the ferrule.
Yep.
You can't just clean the bristles, right? When you're brush cleaning, the bristles are not the problem. The paint up inside the ferrule is 100% the problem. And that's where people start to think that, metallics will kill your brush. They won't. They will get trapped in the ferrule and start distorting the way the bristles go together very easily. So will any paint. But just make sure that when you're cleaning that you're getting that soap up inside the ferrule to get all that paint out. Because dry paint up in the ferrule is what causes the bulk of brush bundle issues. Like your point won't hold a point. They split. Most of that is caused. It can also be caused by just a bad brush, but most of the time it's caused by the fact that there is dried paint in the ferrule. And since we've been educating people on that the last 10 years or so, you'll find that across the internet when people say, my brush isn't working right, a lot of people will chime in and say, you need to clean it better. And that really is the case. So.
Brush Goop is so good. Yes, hit that link that I just put in there. And Forbidden Coffee Miniature says, while on the subject of cleaning, what do you use to clean your glass palette? I have a big 5-gallon bucket that I use with Dawn dish soap.
Our sponsor.
Our sponsor, not sponsored. And you go put that in a big bucket with some warm water and with some dish soap, and you just leave it overnight, and it scrapes right off. I typically leave Jason's in there for like 3 to 4 days just to switch out the palettes. Jason, you want to know what's interesting, Jason? Is that your palette formation right now is very different than it normally is.
What do you mean?
Like the way you've put paint on the palette.
Oh, yeah?
Look how you have it very symmetrical with your dotting, which is interesting.
Do I? I think it always starts this way, but the longer it goes, it winds up jumbling up. If I'm doing...
Yeah, maybe I'm just now noticing. But it looks very
here?
symmetrical, like how you've put your dots out. That's not a bad thing. I'm just noticing. That's great. But yeah, so if you see what Jason has there, literally just...
Then there's chaos.
Yeah, that's true.
There's chaos. Both the areas of, anytime I'm going and blending a bunch, then
it comes off. Chaos. No razor blades. Don't do that. You'll scratch the glass. If you're really careful, maybe, but you don't need to. If you just let it soak.
I use a carpet knife, which is a big razor blade.
If
Always.
you used a carpet knife on there, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that's how I used to clean them. Soak them and then use
Really?
a carpet knife to just scrape it off.
Maybe
Because I
I
would try
should
to get
do
off
that.
all up in once, and you could use a carpet knife,
carpet
and go
knife-
chink, 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 and then
the-
peel.
The carpet knife might help me. I literally just peel it off with my hand because I've also let it.
Nah, the carpet knife
Soak
is always
off.
easy.
Isopropyl alcohol and a box cutting blade gets a glass palette. Yeah. You could also
Like the carpet
use-
knife, right? It's like the box cutter, but it just leaves the whole flat side
Yeah.
of the blade facing forward.
Yep.
That one works a lot better. Because then you got one big flat. You can actually press it right on the glass. I mean, it's what you clean glass when you paint. That's why I used it.
Yeah.
Because you use it for window scraping.
Yeah. I just typically just leave it. I just take it off with my hand.
I just saved you countless hours, Christopher. Countless.
I don't know
hours.
if it'll save me countless hours.
Countless
but it
hours.
would definitely be
countless
better.
hours, Christopher.
I do have a plastic scraper I could use to panic bomb, but either scraper will work. Dealer's choice. It's very easy is the whole point of that. I use a machete to clean my palette. Commando Ken, I don't believe you.
A machete?
I would like to see a picture in
I
Discord.
break mine over the heads of my
Hey,
enemies and buy a new one.
Speaking of Discord, if
Oh,
you're
sorry.
not a part of our Discord, hit that link right there. Oh, we heard you, Jason.
Oh.
You're killing your enemies.
No, that's not what I said.
You're destroying the opposition.
It's not what I said.
You are.
Also not what I said. None of that was what I said.
Do I collect fuses, paint peelings, lumberjack? No, unless it comes off in a beautiful, just conglomerate. But that doesn't happen as often anymore because I clean it more often.
He does. He cleans it before it gets filled with paint so it wouldn't come off all in like one sheet.
Otherwise, when I go to send Ryan the editing, I want it to look a little bit cleaner depending on it is, because sometimes if I hit a bit and we're recording and he goes to switch to the palette, there's a lot that goes on, and then you switch from this beautiful clean desk to the palette. So it's a little bit harder to do. So I clean it more often. I originally thought it
Always
was
thinking.
a part of Jason's process, but
Always thinking.
I little did I know that it's not.
It's laziness is all it is. No process here. There's put the paint in the clean spot until there's no clean spots, then put the paint on the paint.
Droth, yes, I do that, like Gold Member. I can't help myself. All my one-step paints dry satin. Is that normal, says Club Me.
Are you thinning them?
Are you thinning them?
They dry very matte. If you thin them a lot, then you will, of course, break the matte. Whenever you thin matte paint, it becomes more and more satin. More of the gloss starts shining through the more you thin it. That's just inherent to the matteness and the way matting agent works.
This is a tough question. What are your top 3 favorite colors to work with, Jason? Work/paint with. Top 3 favorite colors,
I just don't.
purple and yellow?
I mean, no, not purple and yellow. Obviously, lately you could argue that purple. I use it on everything anyway. Dark purple as a shadow color, because again, anytime this question gets asked, there are colors that I use on almost every model.
Yeah.
And those will be shades and tints. It will be like dark purple as a shadow, Payne's gray as a shadow, white blue as a tint, pale yellow as a tint. Those 4 colors are probably my most used, I would say.
Most used for the tool.
Yeah, for the what they provide.
Right.
Not
What's going
because
on,
of
Craigs?
like favorite color or anything like that. Just the utility of them is tremendous. So those colors are the colors that I always say you'll buy, you'll use all the time. None of your models may ever even look like they're painted with those colors. They just do the hard work, the heavy lifting behind the scenes kind of stuff. Those are the ones that are usually my favorite colors.
Bud, so you clean Jason's palette, but not his brushing? What's up with that? I've been told not to go near his brushes.
Never been said.
All right, Jason, here's the
It's show and tell time with
step.
Gabe.
Show and tell what?
He wants to show you his work. I mean,
Oh, heck yeah, man.
just one coat on both of those.
nice.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Isn't that great?
Just a little bit of highlight. Dunzos.
I've not done anything else to it.
Yeah, super great. Super great. I like that a lot. Very, very cool. This guy's got a really funny pose. It's like a Hail Mary pose.
Ready to huck the ball.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah, it looks great. Really good.
Yeah.
I'm stoked about it. I mean, that's
One step is a miracle worker.
I just add a couple highlights and.
I was gonna say, yeah, just a couple of highlights and you're done.
Yeah.
Yep, really good.
Nice.
Love it.
So easy.
Looking good, Gabe says plump crunchy.
So easy.
Zenithal your marble. Throw some one step on it. It's not sloppy. Doesn't look heavily washed like other speed paint style products.
No.
Just looks like you spent a lot more time painting it than you really did.
Ooh, and Sidious is saying, what would you recommend for highlighting colors on Jabe's model, Jason?
I would take something
Jason.
like what we were just talking about, like pale yellow, and add it to both of those colors. Right? You could add pale yellow to the crimson one step and get a really nice highlight for it. And you could add pale yellow to the royal purple and get a really nice highlight for it.
And would you edge highlight, or would you...
What's that?
Would you edge highlight, or would you do like a little bit of blending on the...
I think a little bit of blending on the edge, remember, because solid surfaces get more edge highlight. Cloth doesn't necessarily want a very bright, contrasty edge highlight, unless it's something shiny, you know, maybe you're trying to mimic silk or satin or something like that. Sateen.
We'll get that in there. I'm going to request that brush cleaning gets into my job description. Ellie, if you're out there, we need an addendum to my job description.
It's an amendment.
Addendum?
No.
It's an amendment.
You guys, it's an addendum.
No,
You've
it's an
combined
amendment.
addendum and
it is
We would
amendment.
like an amendment.
Thank you.
Or an addendum.
You've combined those two words.
You don't,
That's
you don't
right.
get both.
Here's what I'm going to say. It's an amendment. Thank you. Ellie, I need an amendment for my job description so that I can officially clean Jason's brushes. Until then, I will not clean them.
Droth Vader, yes, they are the Bretonians from the third season box. I just bought the separated one. I didn't need the whole box. Christopher already has that.
I need an Adam. Yes.
Yeah.
So when I get that fixed, chat, I'll let you know.
You get what fixed?
When
job description?
Yeah. When we put cleaning brushes in there.
A minute. We get to amend your job description? 'Cause
Yes.
I got some things I need to put in there.
Yeah. I just did it to yours, Jason.
You can't amend my job description. I don't have a job description. I own the place.
You paint. And you will paint.
My job description is he dances.
He dances. You will dance.
You will dance.
You will paint. That's in Jason's job description.
I'm going to go warm brown for all the leather. It's just perfect. The perfect leather.
It's just perfect. Hoopity-hoo.
I will fight you right now.
I'm ready to die.
Welcome, new people who don't understand the craziness.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Great segue. Thank you, Jason. It is the year of the giveaway, and we're going to have a big celebration on Friday, so make sure you hit that follow button.
It's our
and go
10-year
follow our
anniversary.
socials. That's right. We're having a big day on Friday, so make sure
Slow
you're here.
Fuse Gaming / Monument Hobbies has been going for 10 years.
That's right.
Can you believe that? 10 years.
I can.
It doesn't, in ways, there's ways, this is always what we say when it gets to this kind of stuff, right? And in some ways, it feels like, it can't possibly be 10 years. But then Jen and I will sit around and think about it, and it's like, oh yeah, it's literally 10 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then Monuments 8, technically, I guess, right? Like what you were saying?
Pro Acryl is 8.
Pro Acryl is 8,
yeah,
right.
Technically, Monument is like 8.5, 9. I don't remember exactly, but
We'll celebrate it twice every time.
so, yeah. Slow Fuse Gaming was 2016-ish.
Yeah.
When we switched over to painting, and then Monument came at the end of what's the end of 20, or like the middle of 2018.
Yeah.
And then Pro Acryl came on Black Friday of 2018. So it is year 8 for Pro Acryl.
That's a long time. But a good time. Avian's got a question here. Oh, Master of Audio Visual and Paint Maestro, please help my plea. Okay, so I saw my Noosh mix was so pillable from yesterday. Pliable, okay? So foolish, applied it to a panel, then used a makeup sponge to remove it. Okay, it peeled back both the base coats and the primer. Looks orky and just requires repriming or missing the paint. Don't use Noosh mixes after a certain point. What causes that, Jason?
Yeah, run that back for me. What are we talking about?
Okay. In general,
Uh-huh.
It looks like Avian peeled back the paint after trying to wipe Noosh Mix away.
Okay.
What would cause that?
Rubbing too hard?
Did you not let it dry enough?
Overwetting? Not letting the bait going too fast? Putting Noosh over a base coat you just painted, not a great idea because you're re-wetting the surface quite a bit. You have to treat all. This is not a Noosh specific thing when I talk this way.
Yeah.
With any paint, you have to make sure that if you're going with a very wet top coat, so if you dilute the Noosh, maybe you use a lot of water with it. I don't know how your mix is going. But if it's very wet and you put it over the top of uncured paint, then of course it's going to have the ability to shift that paint even if the paint felt dry to the touch, right? This is why we always say patience is key when doing effects. You may need to just walk away from the model until the next day, come back, and then do the Noosh to avoid the tearing. It's like when people say, hey, I want to just prime the model and then put some masking tape on it and do like hazard stripes or something. I'm like, okay, then you need to let your primer dry a lot longer than if you were not doing the masking tape, right? Because I will just paint right over the primer within, 5 minutes generally, however long it takes to clean the airbrush. But if I need to like dry brush directly over the primer, do something that's a little bit heavier of a technique that could rub paint off, then I need to let the paint that I'm rubbing the dry brush on dry longer so that it doesn't just rub off. And same with Noosh, because you're going to put a very wet top coat over paint, and then you're going to scrub it or wipe it, and you just have to be careful.
Avian says the bottom layer was fully dry days. The Noosh was recently added and removed.
Yeah, don't know. I'd have to look. It's really just
interesting.
Figure your process out with how hard you're pressing, what kind of a tool are you using to remove it. I know that Artis Opus says they really love using their finger when using it. I don't recommend that. Your finger oils could adversely react with that.
I've never had that issue, Avian, so
yeah,
I'm curious. And I've used, obviously, you know me, so I'm curious. Might take some pictures for us. But, depends on what it is, right? If it is, you could probably hide it if it's on an orky thing and then just reprime it and then try something else. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can just paint the area again.
Oh, here's a good follow-up question. What general proportion of Noosh medium to pigment would you generally prefer for something like a verdigris or rust? Great question.
I find myself using somewhere in the neighborhood of like 8 to 10 parts Noosh to 1 part paint. I don't put a lot of paint in it. That mixture can get really heavy on the Noosh side because you extend your working time so much.
Yeah.
And it gives such good results. If you need it to have more tint strength, meaning you need more color out of it, then never be afraid to add more color to it. It's not a perfect science, but I think somewhere in that 8 to 10 to 1 range works really well for me. And then remember that the longer you leave it on, the higher the tint of color you're going to get on the surface is. So if you don't want a lot of color, you need to work quicker and in smaller areas.
Gotcha.
Something that was really hard for me to learn with oil washes, because you would get a very even though oil washes can be reinvigorated with mineral spirits and such. I always had, as a kid learning to use them, I always had the problem of I would put oil wash on the whole model, and then I would start taking it off in small sections, like on a tank.
Yeah.
But by the time I got to the end of the tank, it was leaving more color because even the oil is starting to cure. It doesn't just come off. So I'd have to use more mineral spirits. And then there were chances I would tear away the paint underneath because I was getting too aggressive, because I would see it not be the same as the other part. So I would rub harder. And so then I would tear it. So you got to remember that by working in small areas, when I showed the dreadnought that we did in the video, if you watch the video on YouTube.
Yep.
I did the whole body the same, but I did it piece by piece. I did the torso front, and then wiped it all off. Did the legs. Maybe it was one leg, then the other leg, then one arm, then the other arm. I didn't just dip it and then try to rub it all off, because if I do that, I start one place and rub it. It looks great. I keep moving over, and as I keep going, it gets darker and darker and darker because it's taking me longer to get to those points.
Interesting.
And all the while I'm not rubbing paint off in a place, it's toning the model harder. So then you get there and you want to make it match your first spot, and especially over something like this dirty white, then you can be like, oh, those don't match, and I rub harder, and then I rub the paint off.
Yeah.
So that's something to take into account too. Try not to do very large areas. Do smaller areas and
We appreciate that.
go between them. That way you can keep the noosh lively, but also not be worried about tearing the paint.
Jay Andy says, I love this brand, by the way, for the channel and the tutorials to the products. That's why you have a whole rack in your paint studio. Nice. Hey, no, we thank you. We appreciate that.
Definitely. Appreciate that.
B-Roller says, at this ratio, though, how much time does it take to fully dry on the model? Speaking of the noosh ratio.
Quite a long time.
It takes a minute.
You're probably talking about, 15, 20, 30 minutes per section that you do it like that.
Yeah.
When you add that much noosh. But for me, when I'm weathering, it's not like I want to be going straight over it with anything else right after. And if I do it in the small bits like I just talked about, then by the time you get to the last one, you're just going and cleaning everything up and waiting, 20 or 30 minutes, and then the whole model's ready to go. So I've never really felt like I had to purposefully stop working on the model for long, if that's the question.
Jarls Tony. Jason, life question. Why did I wait to decide to put together original Legion models? The old ones are terrible. So many droids. Jarls Tony, I'm so sorry for your loss of time.
Gabe's doing some right now.
The
and
new
is
models
liking
are
it.
awesome.
Except for, you said you had one that kind of was frustrating?
I had one that was only frustrating because of how tiny the pieces were,
Yeah.
but I was enamored by
How well it went together.
well they still went together, because
Yeah.
it wasn't
Right.
like a tiny piece that's like, this got warped and it's this is all screwy.
Yeah.
It was just a tiny piece that was just perfectly fit.
Right.
It was crazy.
Huh. Would Jeff, before Dishonors, would you use noosh to add a faded / worn off winter whitewash on a green tank?
Yeah.
What version of white would you use?
Probably
What's
bright
up, my
neutral
love?
gray.
Bright neutral gray, okay.
Yeah, probably bright neutral gray. Just because it already has that kind of dirty,
Dirty.
grayish earth tone to it. I think bright warm gray might be a little too green-ish, but I would not use an actual white. Bright neutral gray would do great. Titanium white could work if you are doing it thin enough, a lot of noosh so that the opacity is lowered enough.
Yeah.
And then you've got a nice undercoat that shows through to take care of the dirtiness, other than, maybe just the green, like maybe do a brown wash on the tank and then do the white. Could be really cool.
Forster said, I had a lot of issues with paint and primer coming off until you explained priming with small bursts and not too much plastered on.
Yep. It's the same. It's not a product. It's not a brand issue at that point in time. It's just a technique for applying, because, a lot of paints, especially when you get into specialty paints, effects paints, things like primers are specialty paints, right? We get used to, as I think, just, in a general sense, we get used to primer being something you bought at Home Depot and it was just another can of rattle can paint. It didn't feel any different, because those primers that you buy at Home Depot are paints as well. They're meant to, like, prime your barbecue, and they're meant to be a black colorant for your barbecue, as well as a self-etching primer. People will come to me and say, hey, do your primers self-etch? Are they self-leveling? And I'm like, you don't want either of those.
Right.
Like, that's not what we're talking about. Self-etching is a way to acid etch itself almost into a metal substrate so that it can help you clean an unclean, it will adhere to an unclean surface, because they know they're selling it to people that aren't doing body work and like sanding and cleaning the surface that they're painting all the time.
Yeah.
They're selling it to the general public that just wants to buy a can, make sure they clean the dust off of whatever they're painting, and then paint it again. So it has a formulation for that. And we get used to that because then it can be treated like a paint. It's doing
Right.
a lot of the work by the chemical formulation on it. But when you start to do actual priming and then painting over it, you get used to the fact that it takes a specific method to apply it. And that thin coat's allowing the primer to lock to itself when using a water-based instead of a, like an acetone or other lacquers or enamels with a heavier solvent. Then you wind up needing to give it some time to dry between layers. And those thin layers help that be quicker and to help the primer lock to itself better.
Nice.
And then that's why you see when I'm painting, we prime the model, paint the model on the same show. And the worst that'll happen is you'll see, like right here, I'm rubbing the paint off the tip of the sword.
Yep.
Where I'm putting my finger on it all the time. Like this tip of this sword. Because I keep holding the model. The tip of these wings is rubbing off. But I don't even care about that. I'll just paint over it. It'd be fine. So that's not a bother. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Because the primer itself won't come off. This is still a good adherence around it. It's just I'm holding the model and cradling it. So especially sharp bits will always lose paint.
Right.
And I'll go back and either touch them up with the brush primer or just paint right over them when I'm at that point. Not even a deal.
Wow, it's already 4:00. 3:58. Wow. Look at all of you guys having such a great time. Just painting your models and talking to these beautiful people.
Unlike you?
No, I'm doing that same thing. Oh, wait.
You said, look
I'm
at
not.
you people.
Look at you people.
And you're painting.
And you're painting and you're...
Painting your little models
Your
and you're
drugs.
talking to your friends.
Belial says, I've had that problem with your primers where the primer seems to just come off the model after it's painted. Interesting.
Well, like I've told you, if you put a bad foundation, you build a house on sand, don't expect the house to stay.
Yeah.
Our primer is fantastic, and the paint will never slough off. But, I've shown you a lot of times, if you just try to cover a model with primer in one coat, you're causing your own damage. Because the primer will cure on the side facing the air. You think of the primer has a thickness to it. It's wetness that has a thickness. And it might only be a 0.5 millimeter of thickness on the model. The top surface that touches the air will start to cure first, and the stuff touching the model won't cure. And then you paint over it and lock it in to where it can't off-gas. It's not a heavy enough solvent to really burst through. So you're basically painting on something where the primer itself is technically still moving and never really latched onto the model. That's why thin coats, a light dusting where you can still see a lot of the plastic through it. Then a second coat. I usually say 3 coats. The first coat, you can see a lot of the gray plastic or whatever color the plastic is underneath, and you're basically just dusting a little bit of gray with black primer on there. The second coat starts filling in areas, and then the third coat after that one's dry turns it all black. When you do that, you'll never have problems. Literally, you'll never have problems.
You're saying that you don't have the same problem with other primers. Interesting.
Yeah, they may formulate it with a heavier polyurethane. I guarantee they're harder to clean out of your airbrush. That's the reason we go with a lighter polyurethane. So you have to treat ours a little bit different, but it is just as strong once cured. It's just about getting it onto the model. But yeah, some people don't want to use it differently, and that's fine. The proof is in the pudding. We prime on the stream and paint right over it immediately. And then I go to Gamers Guild and throw down, push them around the table without any varnish on them.
Apparently, that's what you do now, Jason.
That's what I do. It seems
I've heard
like
that
Friday nights, that's what I do now.
You're a war gamer.
I feel like I'm now a war gamer.
Huh.
Back to my old ways.
Back to your old ways.
It's
Gabe,
fun. It's fun. The only thing I miss is that Gamers Guild has food.
That is kind of
nice.
So
well, it's not though, because part of the fun, my biggest thing with game night, the part I love the most, was going to dinner after game night. And now at Gamers Guild, you can just get the dinner while you're there. And so nobody's wanting to go out to dinner afterwards. I mean, we get to stay around and play more games, I guess, which is its own version of cool.
Right. And that's the whole appeal, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
But I really did enjoy we would go in game, and we started earlier in the day, though. We start at 6 now, and so it's already a little bit later. We used to start at whenever people got off work. I'd be over there at 3:30 or 4. People start showing up at 5:30, and then we'd play a few games, and then by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we're at the the local restaurant, eating, hanging out, having a good time. That was always a lot of fun.
But do you play with Dorito fingers, says Lumberjack.
I do not play with Dorito fingers.
You could.
I try not to. That's
That
also very bad for your models.
It's kind of like its own version of weathering pigments. Dorito fingers,
It can be, yes.
Get that beautiful rust effect,
Yeah, that is not how I do my rust effect with Cheetos. Cheeto dust.
What if that was the magical rust effect and nobody's even known it yet?
It's fairly magical.
I might try it just
Chester
for fun.
Cheeto will tell you.
Good old Chester.
Paint your bottles with Cheeto dust.
That is not a problem for us, Long John Silver's addicts. There's only 2 stores left in the state, and one is across the street from Gamers Guild.
Yeah, that is true. I think there are only a couple left.
Oh no, Long John Silver's. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can condone
No?
chess boxing.
Some fish planks
I don't know.
and hush puppies?
Yeah.
Do they still do the cylinder hush puppies? They don't do the balls, right? They do like cylinders.
I don't know. Chess
always
boxing
love
ogre
those.
seems to be the.
I always used to love those things.
I'll still slam their hush puppies, says Philip.
What's
go
that?
Go before. Go grab it. Go get it before you go to Gamers Guild.
Well, I'm not going to sit in the parking lot and eat that, and they won't let you bring it in.
Oh, they won't let you bring it? I guess not.
No outside food and drinks because they're a restaurant.
That's true. Hush Puppies was Chris's stripper name. Yes.
Hush puppies.
Hush Puppy.
Welcome to the stage, Hush Puppies.
Avian's like, Hush Puppies? And then Philip's like, you've never heard of a Hush Puppy? Hush Puppy. That was the actual name. With a space in between. Buzzsaw says, quick airbrush question. Do you leave the needle in or do you take it out after sessions and cleaning with water?
I leave it in. If I'm doing it right, I will pull the needle back a little bit so it's not in the nozzle. That lets the remaining water and moisture that might be trapped in the nozzle drain out, which is always smart. But you just have to pull it back like a 1/4 inch or so to where you can't see the needle there. You can look down into the area in the cup and see very easily that you've drawn the needle back far enough.
I don't remember the last time I went to Long John Silver's. But I probably got sick.
Me neither. It's been since our office was over on 16th Street. Because I drove up 7th, I want to say 7th Street, way up north. There was one. Might have been 7th Avenue.
There's not many of them left. Only 2.
It was way up there, though. Like, way up there.
Snowblinky says, how long should I wait between brush-on coats? Are you talking about our brush-on primer? Or just coats of paint in general?
Sounds more like just coats of paint in general.
Okay. Jason, how long?
Till they're dry to the touch, generally. Now, that can change based on, maybe you've heard some of the stuff we've been talking about today. If you're doing something, with a very wet top coat, like going to apply a real heavy wash over the top. Sometimes I would say if you're planning on doing a heavy dry brush over the top of what you just painted, you may want to give it a little bit longer. You'll learn that certain techniques are a little harsher on the base coat that you're painting over, and you'll need to just take care when going back over it and give it a little bit more time. But generally, when I say a little bit more time, you're never talking more than go make a sandwich kind of time.
Right. Hey, Cliff Jumper, thanks for setting up a booth and all the support at Heroes Cup this weekend. You guys rock. Gabe was a superstar all weekend.
100%.
Thank you for that Prime
Gabe killed
sub.
it.
Thank you.
Yes, and we had a great time with you guys. It was fun. So thank you for stopping by the booth.
Doing some rough light sketching for reflections on the chains just to get some contrast on them real quick. And then I'll do some rust on them and then re-highlight them. Takes a long time because there's a million chain links, but Yeah, making some progress.
Yeah, hopefully you did well, Cliff Jumper, in the tournament this weekend.
Did you win?
Did you win? Did you win? Will you be in Vegas in October at LVO?
Gabe will. Gabe by himself.
Just Gabe.
Doing what he's doing now.
He's not even bringing a booth. He's just
TBD.
bringing some,
It's just Gabe in the middle of a big area on a folding chair with some
like-
paint in his lap. Like a
with-
TV tray
I think that's
with a go bag on it.
I'll be there and you have to find me.
Uh-oh.
dude.
Where's Waldo?
A 2x2 booth. Nice.
A 2x2.
Yeah, like 2 foot by 2 foot.
I could probably stand in that.
That's the idea.
Snowblink, if you were asking about the brush-on primer, then the brush-on primer, typically I will give it, once I'm done on that, maybe about 30 minutes or so. The brush-on primer is a little tricky because I don't know how thick you're putting it on. And unlike the airbrush, the brush-on primer doesn't do as... it's not as easy for you to do thin dusting coverage. So I typically, the first coat I put on, it's gonna go on nice and smooth, and then I let that cure, and then I do a touch-up coat over the top of it and let that cure. So maybe it takes 20-30 minutes to do the whole thing, depending on the size of the model. But again, once it's dry to the touch on the first layer, put the second layer on, then when the second layer is dry to the touch, I start painting on it. I mean, we've seen me with many models on the stream. I will take raw plastic, prime it, and then we're painting it. And by the time we're at the end of stream, we've done a lot of progress on a model we just freshly primed.
Cities is asking, will Manya be at PAX West in Seattle in September?
No.
We will not.
No, we do not have a standing agreement with PAX as of this time. We'd like to do some of the PAX shows,
Thank you, Tay.
but we are not committed to them yet. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. It's our how did our first stream on TikTok go? How are the
Great.
TikTok people reacting to us?
I
don't get to see any of that. I don't
There's
see
not there's not a lot of chatters, but there's 68 people in here.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that's I've been answering all the questions that have been coming through.
Awesome.
So,
Well, everybody, as always, thanks for watching some paint dry with us.
Yeah.
Enjoyable. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and that your week is off to a great start.
Yep.
Remember, we do this Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monument Standard Time here from Phoenix, Arizona,
that's right.
the land of the sun.
Land of the free.
It's like 1,000,000 degrees here.
We live on the surface of
It
the
really
sun.
is like the
them?
surface
Oh, yeah.
of the sun. It's incredible.
Yes.
But thanks for joining us. You can join us from the safety of your own home. And we'd love to see you back here. So make sure to hit the follow or the sub button on whatever platform you're watching from. Thank you to everybody that joined us on TikTok. This is our first ever TikTok.
That's right. And we're going to
Simulcast.
just add it to the rotation.
So we do stream on our live stream to Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and now TikTok.
That's right. Pretty soon, LinkedIn.
To TikTok and now coming LinkedIn. LinkedIn. And then Only Feet.
Only feet.
Paint with our feet. So thanks
Not
everybody
too
for
big
joining
machine
us. Make
for
sure
ultimates.
you check out all the links Chris put in chat. Make sure to join us on our Discord. Amazing group of over 7,000 artists just like yourself. Come over, get inspired, tell some fart jokes, look at what people are eating for dinner.
Yep.
Put hearts on pet pics,
That's right.
and make new friends that will last a lifetime.
But yes, we do this from 2 to 4, so be around.
Yep. But and then check out monumenthobbies.com for those of you in North America, and monumenthobbies.eu for the rest of the world, where you can pick up some of the wonderful Pro Acryl paints and brushes and all the wonderful hobby materials that we make.
That's right.
Thank you for all the support over the years. We love your faces. Don't go changing, but do stick around because Chris is going to find us somebody else who's doing some lovely hobby work on this Monday evening and take you off into some more enjoyable content. Make sure to show some love when you wind up in the next chat. Tell them we sent you, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow. Adios, gang.